Hi, I hope you're having a great day today. If you can't tell, I switched cameras. So, yeah, switched cameras. Got something new going on. Very happy and very excited about it. I have a little kitty in my lap. She's curled up. Yeah. Yes, Sophie Bear. Where are you going? Are you slinking off into the darkness? Yeah. There you go. Yeah, she's slinking off into the darkness to do whatever she does in the dark, which is fine with me. She can go be her. Apparently, part of her being her is being destructive. What are you doing? Anyway, so today we're going to do today's daily meditation, believing in myself. It's super cute daily meditations for healing and building self-esteem. I don't know why it's blurry there, but it is. It's just a thing. So for December 26th, Parents Have Rights Too by Dr. Denise Cook. Denise? Denise. It's not for you. No, that's not for you to play with. No. No one would argue the point that children need all the love they can get. Child abuse, in its many forms, is among the world's greatest crimes. All parents know that raising children requires sacrifice, and often it is necessary to put the children's needs first. True, true, true. But it is also true that when parents sublimate their needs and wishes so totally under the demands of parenthood that they themselves nearly disappear, they can find themselves in trouble. Any sacrifice of integrity always translates into loss of self-esteem. Granted that kids have rights, but it's also true that parents have rights. And off she tumbled. Positive self-esteem requires individuals, children included, to accept that. Though they are important indeed, they are not the center of the universe. To be parents who serve the needs of their children to such an extent that they deny their basic right to sane living is to do their children a disservice. Such parents foolishly sacrifice their own self-esteem and also give their children an unrealistic model of healthy adult behavior. I can only be a successful parent if I have a strong identity of my own. Now, I'm not a parent. Not even a little bit. I am a pet parent. But I feel like I can translate this into something a little bit different, where it's not just when it comes to being a parent that you sacrificing your self-identity, your needs, your wants, what's going on with you to make you a happy, healthy person is damaging to your child. But also, there's that saying that keeps coming up: you can't pour from an empty cup. So even as an individual, a childless individual myself, I can't help my friends. I can't help my parents. I can't help my family. I can't help anybody if I don't have an identity of my own, because then I become consumed by being the helper, the rescuer, whatever role that I need to fulfill. So instead of allowing myself to be a compulsive caregiver and taking care of everything and letting that be my role and letting that be my identity, I have to build my own, which is really tricky and kind of hard to do when, you're in your 20s and your late 20s and you're just sitting there and you're just like, I don't even know who I am. I'm trying to figure that out now before I do become a parent so that my child or what have you, my child, has a strong role model and has somebody that has an identity of who they are and what they enjoy and what they like, and it's not just a thing. So so it's not just one thing, it's a variety of things. There's a variety of things that make me me. And if I just pick one and say that's my identity, that's who I am, I become a very shallow, one-dimensional person. And I don't want to do that. I don't want to be that. I want to be in depth, complex. I want to be human. I like surprising my husband with different parts of my character and my personality. And I like when he surprises me. And I like, spending the time to get to know him, and growing and changing with him by my side is something that's absolutely amazing, because I'm not the same person I was when we first got together 6 years ago. I'm definitely not the person I was. Like, I'm not even the person I was 6 months ago. I've gone through so much change these last few months, and so much growth, and so much. It's so much diving into myself and figuring out who I am and what my identity is, and getting to know myself, that, I look forward to allowing my husband to get to know me. And I can't help him, and I can't be a good wife, and I can't be supportive of him if I'm neglecting myself. If I go back to the way I was at the beginning of the year, I was just getting high all day, and I wasn't dealing with the trauma that I had discovered. I wasn't in therapy. I didn't have any medications to take, which is why I was smoking all the time. And that's not to say that smoking weed is bad. It's not. Everybody keeps telling me it's not a problem until it's a problem. Fortunately, it never became a problem for me. But I was not a good partner, and it's just because I was sick. I wasn't. I'm not a drug addict. I was just a severely traumatized person that was going through PTSD and having flashbacks, and I didn't know how to cope with them. And I didn't know how to cope with my depression, and I didn't know how to cope with my anxiety without medication. So when the medications went away, all I could do was smoke and hide and try and numb so that I didn't feel anything, because that's all I knew how to do. But then August came, and I went to trauma rehab, and I worked really hard there, and I'm still in treatment today. I'm in outpatient treatment, and I worked really hard there, and I'm a different person. I am not the same person that went into rehab. I am somebody who's more equipped to handle my depressive episodes now than I was before, you know, and I find that beautiful because I went and I did the work. And I'm not saying that rehab is for everybody. You have to, if you're going to go, you have to be ready, and you have to a certain extent, know that it is your only option. And then when you get there, you have to do as much as they'll allow you to do on your therapy stuff. You know, it also just depends on the type of rehab you went to. Not everybody's going to go to the same kind. But it was really beneficial for me doing my outpatient treatment, which there are people there that weren't in rehab, that they elected to go to an outpatient treatment, and it's worked really great for them. So there are ways, and I can't wait to get down to like a maintenance level where I'm merely seeing a psychiatrist twice a week and seeing like a psychiatrist and then seeing like a trauma therapist a couple times a week so that I can maintain this level of emotional sobriety that I've created for myself and continue going to my 12 step meetings, um, which I enjoy very much. I enjoy going to ACA, and I enjoy being part of that group. I find it incredibly moving and comforting to be among people who have struggled in similar ways that I have. That's it. That's all I've got is you can't take care of somebody else unless you take care of yourself. And without your own identity, how are you supposed to teach your child to have an identity of their own? So that is all I've got. I hope you enjoyed today's video, and I will see you later for my vlog. Bye.